Hello and welcome to the fourth edition, I suppose, of this 3M IP podcast with me, James Hunt, and with my two colleagues, Daniel Fletcher.
Hi James, good to be here.
Good. And Simon Nichols. Oh wait, Simon Nichols hasn't turned up, has he?
He's not even turned up.
Yeah, it's quite indicative of his general performance.
Yeah, I mean, it's not uncommon, is it?
No, absolutely.
Make plans and then not turn up.
Yeah.
He didn't even let us know. We just saw him on the way past.
Correct.
Just chilling in the lab, pretending.
Just sitting there.
I'm pretty sure I saw him on his iPhone.
He put on Facebook?
Yeah.
He's always on.
Always. Have you seen that mail out he sent about me earlier?
I have actually.
Too much. It's funny, but too much.
It's funny. No, yeah, but at least he was. He sort of realised it himself with the subject saying, "Yes, I have far too much free time."
Yeah.
And everyone was thinking he's meant to be joking, but you do have far too much free time.
No one actually knows what we're talking about here.
No, shall I introduce the subject that we're going to talk about?
Yeah. It's probably a good idea.
Well, today we're going to be talking about. We're going to be giving examples of a week in the lives of us. So, individually, I'll talk about a week in the life of being an HR placement student. Then Dan will go on to talk about a marketing student, and then Simon, if he ever turns up and if he actually ever does anything, will come in and talk about life as an engineering student. All right. Well, Simon, do you want to get the ball rolling? Oh. No, forgot. He's not here. I suppose I'll kick us off.
You start then.
Yeah. I'm going to talk about this week. Listeners, it is Wednesday, so you're probably a bit sceptical as to how much I can talk about. But I'm not in the next 2 days, and I'm pretty confident that I will still have more content and have achieved more in these 3 days than Simon will have in the 6 months he's been here.
Absolutely. Where are you off to, by the way? Next couple of days.
Oh well, I'll go into that, Dan.
Look forward to that.
As are the listeners, they're waiting on bated breath. Well, like most weeks, started with a Monday.
Did you have a fried breakfast to start with?
Stop right there, friend.
Please do. Sorry to keep interrupting. I think we need as much filler as possible because we need Simon really to kick this podcast off.
Yeah, he's the main presenter of this podcast.
He's the backbone
exactly.
of this show. If it is a show.
Yeah, if it is a backbone. I would check my emails first, then I'd probably head down to get a fried breakfast. After that, swiftly head upstairs where, knowing Mondays, you sort of discuss the weekend's events with other people in the office, any news, any sport.
Yeah.
As a Liverpool fan, undoubtedly I'll be discussing the poor result we've suffered over the weekend.
Yeah.
So that's getting a bit monotonous now.
I've been away, so we know. You lost against United, didn't you? 1-0. Controversial penalty decision.
It was highly controversial. And then Gerrard got sent off.
Oh. Yeah. Was that also controversial, or was he just being...
It was a 2-footed lunge. So, in the
rules of the game, he deserved it.
What do you think, Simon? Oh, wait, still not here.
Although if he was here, it'd probably be a similar response. There wasn't that much to say.
Yeah, and then in between that and lunch, I had a meeting with a fellow colleague where we had to sign off a technical specification we'd been given by a third party who's helping us with our reward and recognition scheme. That was pretty much it, because took an early lunch like we always do, really, at about 12 o'clock. Yeah. Then I headed to the gymnasium.
What did you work? You focused on abs, weren't you, on Monday?
Mondays, no, because I pulled my abs down.
What have you done to him?
On Friday, I did a bit of abs exercise, went over the limit, sure.
What did you do?
Push yourself, no pain, no gain. I took it a bit too far. Too much pain, very little gain. That backfired. But Monday, I think I worked pectoral major.
Fair enough.
So hit the gym, and then after lunch, I just went and grabbed something from the deli bar. Brought it back upstairs, and then in the afternoon I worked on preparation for Lancaster, because on Friday, Dan, I'm heading up to Lancaster, and I think I might be giving a small presentation to different placement students there. So I started to prepare a presentation. I was given the M Pro. The handheld.
Right. I'm definitely doing a presentation in front of 100 people at Reading, so I'd better be getting one of those.
Well, you probably won't need it. You probably need a big one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you won't need a tiny little handheld one.
I want some cool equipment.
No, not much more product placement, but the M Pro is pretty cool in what it does.
It is pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, wireless, handheld, and you can just put it up against the wall. There's nothing. No technicalities really needed.
Have you mentioned it's like a projector, by the way? Yeah, or was that obvious?
Did I not say that? Oh, well, it's a projector, by the way.
M-Pro, so thinking people know what an M-Pro is.
Yeah, well, if they want to work here, then they should.
Yeah. So, if you know what an M-Pro is, do not apply.
That's one of the questions, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, after that I went around gathering some merchandise, some freebies to take with me to Lancaster. So some post-it notes, some brochures. You're not going to get any. Some pens. Oh wait, you meant to take to Reading?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you will get some.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
you're just taking them home.
Yeah, no.
Past Christmas. Then I produced a report on some of the traffic that was being driven to our graduate website, which I do weekly, every Monday. Then I did a bit of work on my dissertation, and by that time it was home time. But Monday I head to M&F, which Simon appropriately described as playing football on a Monday. So, I mean, he's hit the nail on the head there, really. What more can I say?
That's descriptive.
I played a bit of football on Monday. Then when I returned, my colleague here, Daniel, and I played a bit of Call of Duty online.
Call of Duty, yeah.
That was Monday, and we're already 10 minutes through, but carry on.
I wasn't great, was I? It was like my return. First time I played, I was rusty. No, I'm not used to the PS3 controller. Product placement again. I'm used to an Xbox, if you're asking.
Yeah. Not a Wii, then.
No.
I like the Sega Mega Drive. Moving on to Tuesday. I continued to prepare for Lancaster, by working on the presentation. I also talked to that third party that I was using signing off the spec for on Monday. To talk through all the issues that had arisen from there. I also had an interview by the 3M journalist here, who was interviewing me for the 4U, which is 3M's internal magazine. So she wanted to talk to me about what I've been doing for the graduate website and all the attraction stuff. And so I mentioned these videos, these podcasts, Facebook, stuff like that. Exactly.
So you're going to be in the next issue, aren't you?
March issue. Then the report that I produced on Monday, I then presented, as I usually do weekly, and I also worked on another video that I'm creating, which I can't say too much about. And then when I went home, I watched some Catchphrase.
Oh, I love Catchphrase.
Roy Walker was at his best.
What come up? Oh, was that last night?
Yeah, it was last night.
Yeah, you texted
what came up? What were some of the good ones?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, Air on a G-string was another one. Yeah, that old classic.
Hair on the G-string.
I've no idea, mate. You tell me. That was pretty impressive. And I also cooked a mean corn curry.
Cool.
Oh yeah, arguably the fact that it was corn removes the mean side of things.
Why did you do that?
For my girl, I went shopping with my girlfriend and she encouraged me to get corn, and she's sort of a semi-vegetarian. So I thought I'd go.
Encourage her to get meat, not the other way around.
I know. I apologise. Now it's broadcast. I forgot to say actually at the start that we can confirm we have had listeners, Dan.
Oh, we have.
I know we've been doing it really rather willy-nilly.
They're not in the double figures yet. We've got one or two.
Yeah,
are you including us three now? Because we've all heard it. I reckon. Listeners.
I'll scrap that then.
Yeah, we have. You have to have a listener. We did explain it.
We did, yeah. It was last week. Our recruitment coordinator held an assessment centre over in Loughborough, and one of the candidates mentioned that they'd been listening to the podcast and seen the videos, and they really enjoyed them. Similarly, this morning there's another assessment centre here, and 2 out of the 3 candidates said they enjoyed them. Simon's still not here.
He's not, is he? And hasn't he got a meeting at 3 as well?
Yeah, so he's got 15 minutes.
Yeah. It can't take him that long to
yeah. He'll pop in for the next 2 minutes.
Today I've done nothing. See you later, guys.
Moving on to Wednesday. That's okay. No. Moving on to Wednesday.
Yeah.
Which is today, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Just realised.
So it's only half a day we were talking about.
Well, I can talk about
1.5 days.
Yeah. Sort of finalising my preparations for London and Lancaster. So making sure I've got everything, got all the invitations, got all the bits and bobs that I'm going to need. Also working on a presentation I'm going to be presenting to the HRMC, which is the Human Resources Managing Committee. So all the top bananas in
top dogs.
Yeah, all the top dogs / bananas in the HR function. Basically going to be presenting to them the work I've been doing.
Really?
Yeah, and then after this podcast, I will be working on the reward and recognition scheme, and then later tonight we're off to see the King's Speech, aren't we, Dan?
Oh, of course, again, Orange Wednesday. Yeah, I've heard really good things about it, but if I didn't, it doesn't seem like my kind of film. The lead role for a start makes it seem like a film that my mum would go and watch.
Yes, actually, speaking of which, you're saying the King's Speech doesn't sound very good. Yeah. Who would think The Office was funny? It's basically just the everyday life in an office. Doesn't sound very funny.
You used that analogy yesterday, and our housemate goes, "I don't think it's a comedy."
Yeah,
straight over the
head. So looking forward to the next 2 days. In Thursday, I'm in London representing 3M at the Rate My Placement Employer Awards. So we are in the top 20 out of the top 50, out of all the employers they've got there. So we're going to win an award there because we're in the top 20. And then we're also up for the Best Employer Award, the Best Placement Employer Award. So that'll be interesting. I'll probably have to get my picture taken and stuff. And I'm not the most photogenic person there, which will be a little worrying.
It'd be difficult for them to tell the difference between you and Justin Bieber, obviously, as well. I mean, if people haven't seen the photo.
I mean, the crowd will be going wild, even if they don't think I'm Justin Bieber. So that's okay. And then looking forward to Friday, I'm in Lancaster, as I've previously mentioned. Going to be partaking in the placement fair there, basically, again, representing 3M, speaking to second-year students who are going to be going on placements next year or this coming year. And, yeah, giving them an idea into who 3M are, the role I've been given, how I'm finding my placement year. And that is my week, Dan.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Jam-packed.